there's a lot of different things. There's things on YouTube. There's all sorts of things of being able to bring things into focus. But I find that the most important focus concepts is being able to look at things, and some of those things that might be coming forward for you might be very emotional, and they might be very, and again, I use these words triggering as a sense of being able to kind of percolate things to the surface. If I can use words, I use them with intention. And a lot of the time, the words that I use have a slightly different meaning than what society has kind of deemed it, or what a large part of the population has deemed it as. So bear with me. But when I come into the sense of something is triggering me emotionally, um, a big piece, and we want to bring everything into it, right from the get-go, but a big piece to look at is it serving me? Is this story, is this emotion, is it working for my highest good, or is it bringing me down and making me feel, making me, again, making, nothing can make you feel, but it can hold on, and it can literally latch its claws into you and be dragging you down. Okay, that can be a big, huge waste of energy, that energy that you could be utilizing for the things you really want and need. Okay, that motivation, that energy, like this is the very first step of being able to shift the perspective on, as you go through your needs and wants and some things that might come forward for you. Can I let it go? Okay, that's an important stage number one. Can I let it go? If you can't, that's okay. Just maybe write out a little bit of why you can't let this said emotion or this said story or this said piece, why you can't let it go right now, because it's important to know the why. Okay, so the very first thing you want to kind of do is you want to bring all of your needs, wants, all of these pieces into, and kind of do a little bit of a dumping zone where you're just like kind of floating through it. And I've actually had and seen one client who literally did their needs and wants and put them into a little, I guess, card, and they were able to make notes on that card. And so within each and every needs and wants, they would have this card, and they would go through it, and they would literally have it out, and they took pictures, which was incredible. They took pictures, of, like, first of all, they had like the needs and wants in on all these little cards, and then they would start to make little notes about it. So this need brought up this feeling, brought up this story, brought up da 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 da. Can I let it go? Does it not need to be there anymore, or, and again, that would be, under some of the things that we are constantly adjusting: our wants, our desires, okay, at our passions. Our needs is something that is going to be, an interesting piece, because we're going to want to diminish those. We're going to want to try to put some of our needs into the wants category. And I highly encourage you to look, if you're doing that and you're letting go of some of your needs. So this is another piece when we're kind of doing this mind, emotional, mental dump, is those needs are foundational. They are part of what makes us human. And one of the biggest questions I think that I am asked when it comes to needs and wants is, well, like sex drive, or my sexuality and my needs and creative niches in that's just a wants, right? And that's like a question that gets asked a lot. And my answer to that is very blunt. Hell no. I mean, we are human. Each and every single one of us has a unique, structure and makeup of who we are, but yet human beings are meant to feel connection, and sexuality is a part of that. It's the ability to connect with ourselves sexually, the ability to connect with others. That is a need, and that's a very valuable need. So be mindful that when we're first doing this kind of getting clarity, that if you're bringing some things, and that was just one example, but it's a question that gets asked a lot. When you're having things in your needs and you're kind of bringing them back and forth between the needs and the wants, be mindful if that's starting to come up for you as well. And again, be mindful if not only that, when we go into this kind of this focus exercise, if you're choosing to let go of that, that can be a choice, and that can be a very beautiful spiritual lesson or tool or even experience, but there should be a choice to it.